Hello everyone, I'm Diksha from Evento. Hello everyone. So today we are going live with Niklesh Maknani, who is founder of Say Cheese Photography, and he is a very versatile photographer. He will be sharing some tips with us. He will be talking about his experience too. So let me add Niklesh to the session. So yeah, we have Niklesh from Cheese Photography.
Hey,
Hi Niklesh, how are
Diksha.
you?
Hope all well and safe.
Yeah, same. So, how did you start with bookings? Are you traveling right now or just doing it from your place?
Just finished a wedding day before and
Okay,
was supposed to do a post wedding on Saturday, but now it's postponed to next week. So looking
okay,
forward for. Yes, bookings have started. Got couple of weddings in November, one in October,
okay,
around five or six in December. So
okay,
yeah,
okay.
we are
So,
getting there.
starting from your journey, tell us something about, say, chief photography, about you coming to this profession.
Well, this all started in 1998, 22 years back.
Okay,
I was basically I was a dhobi. We had our
okay,
own laundry, we had our own factory,
okay,
and when I met my wife, going to be wife basically, her
okay,
neighbor was the senior vice president of Kodak. So I went to him
okay,
for a job in Kodak, and I told him
okay,
his name was Rajesh Singh. He was the senior vice president of Kodak Asia Pacific. I said, Rajesh, give me a
okay,
job in Kodak, and laundry to chal hi raha hai, family business hai.
right,
So he said, what do you know about photography? I said, nothing, point, shoot, camera, whatever it is. So I don't know what vision he saw in me. And
okay,
next morning he calls me. He says, okay, I'll give you the job in Kodak.
okay,
Take this book, take this camera, click a few pictures, come back to me, and your job is done. I don't know what
okay.
happened. Reading that book, clicking some pictures on negatives, and here I am, a photographer now. So maybe I mean I still call him my Guruji, my mentor, or whatever you
Guru.
can call him. Because of him, I'm
Right.
here today.
Right. So, the second and I guess the most wanted question is tell us some tips how to get the best like best photo shoot done. I mean, this is a very tricky question though, but yeah,
No, it's
something
not.
precise.
It's not tricky. All I can say is that when you click from your heart, everything comes out. That's all. I mean, I've never gone with a set mind that I have to click this picture, that picture. I have clients coming to me and telling me, you know what, Nick, I want a picture like this shot here. I said, you know what, let's go to the venue and take it from there. That's all. I mean, you can never go predetermined saying that I want to do this because you don't know how the situation is, what
Right.
are the kind of circumstances that you're going to face there. So you cannot you have to challenge yourself, nothing else. You challenge yourself and click from your heart, and you're gonna get the best out. That's all. So,
Hi Tanvi, you wrote you have one doubt, so you can surely write us here and Niklesh will get it cleared. And so, okay. So it's like you have to be natural and then you get the best out of it.
absolutely, absolutely. I've been doing photography for 22 years, and all I've learned is that hard work and be truthful to your work. More than anything, it's just what you want to deliver, do it. You know
Right.
what? I always believe that 80% of your work should be from for yourself and 20% for the client, and that's when the client gets more happy. Remember that. When you click from your heart and you do it for yourself, you remember that you're going to get better pictures than what the
Right.
client wants.
Right. True. So lately, some incident which comes out from this COVID situation. How has it been to you? What were the losses you recovered? Were there any or no?
A lot of losses. We, in fact, had around seven cancellations, not even postponements, seven
Okay.
cancellations in April and May. We did one wedding in June, which was actually supposed to be a Jaipur wedding, a nice, a very close friend's niece's wedding, basically.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be in Jaipur, Fairmont, but did not happen there. It happened in Mumbai. We
Okay.
came out with some amazing footages, some amazing pictures. It's there on my Instagram. You can all watch it.
Right.
And so yes, that was one. plus point that after 4 months at home, we got some work to do. Mind was again working back and not sitting at home and doing your regular household work as
household
usual.
word, and thinking about the situation again and again. Somewhere it was panicking, anxiety.
It was, you know what, I mean, for me, I'm a home person. I like to stay at home. I like to be
Okay.
with my family. I have 4 pets also. I have a daughter who's 20 years old. So we've had great conversations and, her future. And there's a lot of things that we did. There was a lot of family time that I spent. But yes, at
Right.
the same time, I had my equipment and I was on and off trying to figure out what better I could do if I'm sitting at home. So there was some
Right.
webinars I did for a few companies, and I
Okay.
actually had a homework for a lot of viewers saying that you're at home, how you can use the available light at home, how you can use subjects as your family at home, and try
Right.
coming out with something because that is going to help you in your work later at the season time. And
Right.
yes, I did a wedding which came to me, which we did day before yesterday. So two weddings during lockdown was a little added bonus, I would say, nothing else. Yeah, it
Right.
was fun.
So, talking about your vision and your mission, what do you see in future, in nearby future, and what has been your vision throughout these years? Like 22 years is a long time.
I'd be maybe one of the only photographers, maybe only one of the photographers in the world, I would say, to have done more than 1,500 weddings. I don't know if anybody does more than 600 weddings in their lifetime.
My
But
God.
yes, a lot of weddings. There used to be like 200 weddings a year, I would say. There was used to be times like that. So yes,
Right.
my vision was always one thing. Whatever, as I said earlier, whatever have you promised the client, deliver it to them. Don't
Right.
lie. If there's anything that you can't give them, tell them frankly because that will give you one upmanship that you were frank and very open to your client,
Right.
and give them your ideas. Basically, you know what how I work is when I get an inquiry and when things are gone ahead, and I will tell the couple that I have to meet you guys separately. Obviously the first formal meeting with the couple, with the parents and all that do
Family.
happen.
Right.
Yes, but for me, meeting the couple separately, maybe in a coffee shop or going out even partying with them, is very important because that compatibility what I create with them, then I will not get it when I meet them. I can't go to a wedding and say, "Hi, I'm Nick. I'm your photographer. Let's shoot." It's not going
Right.
to happen. You know?
And
If I
you create a
don't,
different kind of vibe and a comfort zone, I believe. You know?
correct, correct. I have to become the best friend. I mean, they have to know.
Exactly.
If I tell the bride to do certain things, she has to know that she trusts me that I'm telling her to do certain things.
Do
That kind
right.
of a thing.
Right.
Getting the bride's confidence is the best thing. I mean, there's nothing better than telling the bride, like, like I'm like your elder brother. I'm like your best friend. Trust me. Leave it all in my hands and I will get it.
We
So
have
that's all.
Azhar Sheikh here, who is your big fan. He has written so much for you. Wish you success, sir. You have captured best memories. So thank you from his end. I'm sure he's very happy right now.
Thank you so much.
And so, sir, are
I
there
can say
any
a
tips?
lot of my fellow photographers who I've there, she's just written Ujjwala. I remember her coming to me a few months before the lockdown and telling me, "Sir, I need to learn. How can I learn?" And I actually took her for a wedding, my live wedding, and I said, "Go. This is your wedding. Go shoot." And I was so impressed by her work, and that's how I teach. I don't tell anybody, you need to do this, that. I just say, "This is your wedding. Go shoot, learn, come back to me with the images and tell me what have you learned." And that's the best way of training, I would say. You know.
This is amazing. I mean, this sounds so comforting, and making someone your friend, creating a different kind of aura for them, and then asking them to work is the best.
I think I've always done this. It's been 22 years, and I would have maybe all the photographers that I know will come back to me and say the same thing that, you know,
Okay, so
I've
we
been
have this question from one of the girl, Vidhi. She wants to know any tip for beginners who want to get into photography. Also, post COVID, how will wedding photography happen? It's going to be tougher wearing masks for the guests as well as bride and groom.
well, first question, how do you get into photography is it has to come from your heart. Once you know that, buy a camera. You can buy any camera. You know what people will say, buy this camera, expensive camera. No, you can buy any camera that you're comfortable with
True.
your pocket in mind. buy it, learn the camera, go to YouTube, there are a lot of platforms that you can go. You can, you know what, reading books and implementing what you read in books is the best way to learn, and keep practicing. And if you have anybody who you can assist, it's like cherry on top. Seriously, I would say. I mean, once you know your camera, once you've got a little knowledge about the photography, try and assist someone. Go and click pictures here and there. You have friends, family. Tell them I want to click
Right.
a few portraits of yourself. Get a portfolio done for it, and you will begin. I mean, there is no looking back. It's a vast majority field. I mean, sky is the
Right.
limit at the end. Secondly, weddings during COVID. So far, the weddings, as of now, what I've done, nobody wore a mask besides our team and the banquet guys. So I was
Okay.
really, how much ever you tell the guests you have to wear mask and have that, nobody listens. To be very frank, because at the end,
True.
they come to enjoy the function. They want to do everything their way, and you're a
And fashion
vendor.
and makeup also matter somewhere.
You have to do your bit and
Right.
go back and pray that everything's okay. And so far, everything has been good. And it is going to be tough because you know what, when you're wearing a mask and shooting, as well as when you're wearing a mask and being at the function for that long number of hours, it's not easy. I
Easy.
mean,
True.
my team, to be very frank, we are there for the function for 10 hours and not once we even take the mask off. Not once.
Right.
To
Right.
drink a bottle of water, we actually go to a corner, drink bottle of water, and come back and. I mean, it is difficult, but at the
Right.
end, you are there to do your work and go back. So, give it
Right.
all yourself, and then come back. That's
Right. So, sir, just a some small tips for bride and groom who are marrying under like in this COVID situation. I mean, it's not easy. Few members, कम लोग हैं, तो photo shoot भी मतलब people are somewhere conscious कि bridesmaid कम हो गई हैं, poses कम हो गए हैं, social
correct.
distancing ज़्यादा है.
You know
So,
what?
what do you suggest?
Correct. So my experience was, first thing is obviously there's going to be say we are looking at 50 people at the wedding as of now.
Right.
I would say at least 10 people or maybe 8 people should be the friends of the bride and groom. It's very important for the bride and the groom to have their friends because, see, parents would want their relatives and this and that. You need to cut down from the family and to see that at least, I would say 8 people minimum, because those are the people, those are the pictures that you really want. You don't
Right.
want, I mean, you want pictures with your family, your first cousin, second, no doubt. But your friends are very, very, very important because you're not going to have any bridal shots or bridesmaid shots if you don't have bridesmaids or you don't have friends. I mean, how much will your cousin pose with you, and how much, that
Right.
understand what you have, the bride has with their friends, nobody else has. I
Right.
saw this in the first lockdown wedding. I did comfort the bride a lot, but there was something that I thought there was missing, and I remembered that it was a friend. But luckily, maybe it was my comfort level with her that we really came out with amazing pictures. We were like very, very happy. We were featured all over. But I think friends are very, very important, and
Important.
they should consider that. I mean, my niece is getting married in October, and first thing I told her, you don't want anybody from my family, it's okay, but you should have your friends. Actually, yeah, it is very important because friends are something that you will want to take back in your memories.
Right. And the kind of fun and poses they, I mean, it's kind of the most precise possession of all the friends. बचपन से ही ठीक है हमारी friend की शादी होगी, we'll pose like this, we'll wear this and all. So that excitement shows comes in the picture. When you talk about
Correct.
relatives, after an age group, people give that normal, typical photo shoot
Absolutely.
wala pose.
Very true. I mean, you're going to get the typical pictures of them just standing and posing. But with friends and maybe even your first cousins who are very close to you,
You right.
and those kind of pictures, you can really make something nice out of it. You can really have them to make a lot of, tell them to do certain things that the elders will not do. And these are
Not the
friends and
true.
want to give you some pictures that bride and groom will want in their portfolio at the end of the day.
True. So, sir, have you started traveling or are you planning to do it anytime sooner?
So as I said, I was going to do a post-wedding shoot, which is supposed to happen in the outskirts of Mumbai, which is in Lonavala.
Okay.
So that means you're allowed to travel just out I mean, you're allowed to travel everywhere. It's not that you're
Right,
not
right,
allowed to
right.
travel. Uh, So far, there's nothing concrete that has come to us that we have a wedding outside Bombay or anything like that. But we have opened our doors and take weddings anywhere in the world right now, if we are allowed to go anywhere in the world.
Okay. Okay.
Travel all
Thank
over
you,
the world.
sir. So it was so
US,
good having you here, and thank you for all the tips. You were really kind and soft. Thank you so much, sir.
thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Thanks.
Video is not ending from my end.